Hi, I'm Jean Nolte, editor at Fons & Porter.
And I'm Colleen Tauke. I'm the sewing specialist with Fons & Porter. In this tutorial, we will show you how to assemble Diamond District.
For the pattern for this quilt, go to our website. So this is a quilt that is made from 5-inch squares and a background fabric, which also is cut into 5-inch squares. So the first thing we're going to do is make pieces of a block. And we need to draw lines on the background squares. I'm going to use the 1/4-inch seam marker, put the yellow line so it goes directly through two opposite corners. Draw a line on one side. Oh, that moved a little bit there. And draw a line on the other side. Okay.
The reason why we're marking on the background fabric is it's solid in this case. It makes it very easy for us to see our lines.
All right, so then we're going to put right sides together with one of the print squares, and you're going to sew on those drawn lines.
You don't have to worry about where our 1/4-inch seam allowance is because we've just drawn our stitching line. So then we can just zip straight across each block. And instead of breaking thread when I get to the other side, I can stop with needle down, pick up the presser foot, move to the other side of the other stitching line, because those are all in the seam allowance.
You'll never see that.
Nobody will ever tell that I crossed the road and went back the other way.
We sew with red thread so that you can see it, but you would want to use a more neutral color probably.
And this one I would probably be using gray if I were at home.
All right, now you could chain piece those units because you need to make 140 of them.
Yep, a lot of those.
All right, so now you want to cut in the middle between these. You could either use your rotary cutter or just use the scissors. I find it's kind of quicker just to cut with these big scissors instead of trying to get the ruler out.
Get your safety glove on, get out your rotary cutter. So.
All right, and so then you're going to open those up.
And every time you do that, it yields 2 blocks.
All right, so yep, 2 squares, and now we have 2 triangle squares. So I'd go ahead and press those, but here we've got 4 that are already pressed. So you're going to take these 4.
Now you're going to probably be going through all of the background and your print squares, making them into triangle squares. Go through all of them, cut them apart, and then decide which 4 do you want to put together into your diamond.
You want to get your groups of 4 before you start, because otherwise you might end up with 4 yellows at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
That just wouldn't be good. So you're going to join those so that they end up looking
like that.
Like that.
Remember to press as you go. It helps keep everything
always
nice
a good idea. So then you just lay out your blocks, and you have sashing strips that go between them.
I love the sashing strips here.
Sashing
fabrics
between the rows.
And then there's a sashing that goes all the way around as a small border. And you've created Diamonds District. Thanks for joining us.
To see more of our videos, go to our website.